she is an individual. She is who she is. God-given, God-made. You know? And thank God for her. And thank God for every veteran throughout history. Because I don't know where we'd be without each other. But we still have to envelop change. Change is constant. And I know it's so hard for so many veterans and so many people in general. Change hurts, but it can open new doors too. And hopefully that's, I mean, I've got a lot of doors that are open to me now. And that was the whole thing. I just never wanted to say, geez, I wonder if I had done that, geez, I wonder where I'd be. But I was able to do a lot of things. And, you know, if it didn't work out, it didn't work out. But one of the things you have to do when you're in the military, I mean, you certainly have to go to the gun range and driving range, the gun range, and to shoot, because it's part of the military experience. So I went and shot 45 and an M16. I qualified expert on both. So I got an expert on the pistol and sharpshooter on the rifle. So, and it was funny when I was at the range that day, and I was the only woman there, because there weren't many men in the, weren't many women in the Coast Guard at the time. So I'm shooting, and the Master Chief Gunner's mate comes back with my bullseye paper, and he's shaking his head the whole way back. And I'm like, oh, I didn't get anything. And he's shaking his head, and he goes, I don't know how you did it. I'm like, what, Master Chief? You shot expert. Really? How'd you do that? I said, I just listened to what you told me to do. He said, well, you better get off the range, because the guys, when they come back and see that you're the only one that qualified today, they're going to be upset. So I did hightail it out of there. And then another time I went back and tried to qualify to, because I was stationed in Gloucester, and I wanted to qualify to do small boat boardings. And so I went and tried to qualify on the M16 as an expert. And that rifle was just too long, too heavy, but I tried. And so I shot the first day, didn't do really great. But I came back the second day with all these black and blue marks all over my arms. And the guys, you know, I'm the only woman there shooting, and they're like, eh. So when I went back the second day, I showed them, you know, that I can get hurt, but I'm not going to give up. And I got the attaboys from them, and they knew that I meant business. So. But that's the whole thing. Just because you're a woman, I mean, and it was teaching people we're all family, you know, and if you treat the person standing next to you as your brother or sister, believe me, you're going to persevere. And you just take care of them like a family member. And it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man or black or white or any other, it doesn't matter. We're all here, hopefully, to take care of each other. And that's been something I've loved to do. And now as a service officer for the American Legion, Post 7, it's the icing on the cake for me. I love it. So, thank you, veterans. I love you.
Well, that was interesting. Interesting little romp through time. What blows me away is the way they treated you. I mean, just because you fell in love with a superior officer, all this heat came down on you.
Well,
it seems nuts.
Yeah, women were still new to the Coast Guard, and I don't think they really knew how to treat us, but we're not going anywhere. We're
They're probably
here
looking for
to get me. Yeah. That's exactly what they were doing.
Yeah.
They were going to treat Patrick much better than I will, because he was an officer, but I'm expendable, and I'm just a woman.
Well, what's funny is, I mean, all the surreptitiousness and the wearing the costumes and
Yes.
hiding on the car floor. And,
Oh, but I had to. I mean, I had to do that. You saw that it was just going to be,
they don't write sitcoms as good as this.
I know. But it was the only thing that made me happy. I mean, I was told not to see my husband-to-be until we got married. What kind of a request is that? We lived on a 2.5-mile circumference island.
That goes against human nature.
It does totally go against human nature.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So the only thing I could do was to hide. And so I made the most of it that I could, and it just became fun. And then hiding, like if we went off the island, I'd have to get under down on the seat or down on the floor.
I bet it was fun. It was like, to the powers that be. Suck it.
Yeah, exactly. You're telling me this?
Yeah.
Okay, no.
Well, thank you for your service. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you
And
so much for
here's to you and all you coasties out there. Semper
Paratus.
Paratus. Prost.
This is the best gig going.
I got a surprise for you. I did this with Captain Donegan, with First Lieutenant Donegan and Captain O'Neill. I have here, in my formerly nicotine-stained fingers, this is a bottle of McConnell's Irish whiskey.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I got this because they started distilling this in 1776.
Really?
Yes, which is 1 year away from the Army being formed, the Marines being formed, the Coast Guard.
1790.
Okay. So it predated you.
Yes.
But it was, the distillery was in Belfast.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And they had it until 1958, and then something happened, which I'm not sure. But it went out, and then now it's back, and it's very smooth, good peat. Would you have a shot with me?
I would love one.
Because
From Ireland?
Ireland.
I would love one.
Because we have a Donegan, we have an O'Neill, and we have a Flanagan. It's the Irish network, folks.
Oh, this is wonderful.
Edinburgh Bra.
Thank you. Oh my God,
Smooth
that's
as
so
silk.
good.
All right, thanks for joining us in The Shot and the Story. We'll see you next time.
See ya.